Barack Obama made his first visit to San Francisco as president last week. He didn't make a public appearance, but his presence at a fundraiser drew a massive crowd of protesters. Obama spoke at a fundraiser for Democratic National Committee Thursday. Demonstrators gathered in Union Square across the street from the event. The crowd was divided between those who support and oppose the president, but even some of the president's fans are now critical of his actions. Perhaps the most divisive issue on the president's agenda is the health care reform. Derek Highsmith spoke to protesters at an anti-war rally over the weekend who support the president but are critical of his health care plan.
President Obama traveled to San Francisco last week for a fundraiser. It was no vacation as the president continued his push for health care reform.
We are closer than we have ever been to passing health insurance reform. Health insurance reform that will finally make quality care affordable for people who don't have it and bring stability and security to people who do, and slow the skyrocketing health care costs that are crushing our families and our businesses and our state and our federal government.
The president's plan isn't just getting opposition from the right. Critics are getting to be quite vocal on the left. They say the president's plan doesn't do enough.
It is not a health care plan. It's simply a corporate subsidy, no different than what they did for Wall Street.
I'm afraid that this debate, like the other debates, will end up without much advancement, if any.
Polls are showing progress. A new Washington Post ABC News poll shows that nearly 57% of all Americans now favor a public insurance option. Still, Republican support for the option is lagging.
I have shared my Republicans' concerns about vast governmental bureaucracies and governmental intrusions. That's why I oppose the amendment for the so-called public option.
The public option could still leave many uninsured. That's why those on the left want a single-payer program that won't leave anybody out. State Assemblyman Tom Amiano wants nothing less.
Bring him home to single payer. Bring him home to single payer. Take heart, San Francisco. The world is listening.
Derek Highsmith, State of Events, San Francisco.
And healthcare isn't the only controversial issue that President Obama is getting heat for. On Saturday, hundreds of anti-war demonstrators gathered at San Francisco's UN Plaza. The group held a rally and then hit the streets, marching down Market to 4th Street and then back to the Civic Center. Protesters say they're tired of the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan and want the president to end them. The protest comes as top commander in Afghanistan is asking the president for more troops. Among the attendees was high-profile activist Cindy Sheehan.
New administration, no change. But you know what? We have to be that change. Our symbolic actions have absolutely no effect on real problems.
Vice President Joe Biden says he does not want to boost troop levels in Afghanistan. Biden has a son serving in the National Guard.